He's talking to people that have refused or been incapable of understanding and accepting the truth of his word. I'm not judging. Jesus said the word judges you. Amen. We either understand it and accept it, or we don't understand it and refuse it. But instructor of the foolish, a teacher of babes, ravenous wolves in sheep's clothing, having a form of God. Oh, now wait a minute, Brother Wayne. Now, after all, we're 2 Timothy 3:1. In the last days, perilous times shall come. Now, if we're waiting on a darker day, I hate to see what it's going to look like, because America has been weighed in the balance and been found wanting. America is coming loose at the seams, and it's not Obama's fault. Amen? Yes. Having a form of godliness and denying the power thereof. He might be the prophet that's leading us, speeding us toward that destruction. Our economy is falling and failing, and we are now in the process of doing what Einstein said. We become governmentally and socialistically psychotic. Repeating the same mistakes, doing the same thing, and expecting a different outcome. That's what Einstein said is insanity, or a psychotic. Continuing to do the same thing and expecting a different outcome. Sheep, or wolves in sheep's clothing. And Paul said that he had become an instructor of the babes. And he told Timothy in 2 Timothy 3:1, in the last days perilous times shall come. Now the term perilous, I looked it up in the Greek. Kaliopos, lowering into a void, let down. Not atomic bombs, not communism, but coming into a vein. Coming to the place of nihilistic, in other words, having no hope, without hope and without God in this present evil world. We're coming up to September 11th, this next Saturday, the 10th anniversary of it. Of what is called, has caused America to spiral down a deep hole of bankruptcy, confusion. We have responded so inappropriately to what happened on September the 11th, and we are continuing to walk in darkness instead of light. It's a tragic thing of what happened on September the 11th. Some 3,000 Americans and foreigners were killed when these airplanes went into the side of the buildings there in New York. Sally and I and Don Anderson and Juliana were there about 2 weeks after that it happened. It was still burning, still smoldering. I'd seen it many, many times before they were torn down. In America, they claimed was shaken at the roots. We need to stop and take a look at where we are headed, because we are becoming a house divided against itself that George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, and our founding fathers warned us, told us a house divided cannot stand. Well, wait a minute, America can stand anything. No, America, according to the book of Revelation, will fall in 1 hour. Babylon the Great has fallen, that which is across the seas, which all of the world's commerce has poured into, has fallen in an hour. Where are we headed? Ignorance, instructor of the foolish, not being able to understand. When I watch some of these people on television that are raising multi-millions of dollars and having vast crowds that are selling pills and potions, and Jimmy Baker does not selling pictures of his daughter's wedding. All this holy stuff going on. Having a forum. Now, we can get upset if we want to out of an emotion and out of ignorance. But we need to understand the truth, because if we can understand the truth will set us free. And that's very difficult sitting here with a handful of people and preaching like that I understand where I'm coming from. But it doesn't appear that too many other people have got the answer. I heard so much about Glenn Beck's deal in Washington, D.C. that I turned it on C-SPAN and I watched his total sermon, his total program. He had 100 or 200 and some odd different people on the platform. He had Catholic priests, he had Protestants, he had, I forgot what his name is, the one that was savagely burned in the Vietnam War when the explosion, and he gave the final closing prayer. He had Ayman from the Muslim. All these people gathered together. And he claimed, the liberal claimed he had a handful, and some of the better statistics on it showed that he had over 600,000 people gathered. Now, I'm not a Glenn Beck supporter, and he's an alcoholic, and he is a Mormon, a dedicated Mormon, which is to me not negative. And the man has 3 different things. He said, we are gathered together here because America needs to return back to honor and honesty, and we can only do that by having faith, hope, and charity. A couple of nights later at the Kennedy Center, it was jam-packed full, they said, with very expensive tickets. Of people that are trying to find what is happening to the world that we're living in. We are living in perilous time, and the peril is the vanity. The human worship that we got going on. An instructor of the foolish, a teacher of babes. Now, it'd be real difficult. I listened very closely, and be very difficult for any honest, intelligent, reasonable person to have conflict with anything that Glenn Beck said at that reflecting pool at Washington, D.C. He talked about the founding fathers. He talked about the fact that this nation is built not on the 10 Commandments. This nation is built on faith, hope, and charity. Hello.
Amen.
Glory to God. Now, one individual is going to celebrate, he and his church, a large church back east, is going to celebrate September the 11th by having a public burning of the Koran.